slightly biased opinion on.
Now I want you to tell me where the pivots are. Actually, sorry.
I am the pivots.
Tell me where the pivot. Which ones are the pivots? Underline them. If it's a 3, if there's 3, it's a 3 by 3. How many pivots do you expect?
Well, you expect 3.
Yeah.
In this case, the 1.
Pivot just means leading. Yep. There you go. Good.
You should have replaced pi with. You should have replaced 1 with the gamma, which is gamma. Which apparently has.
How about here?
Which is apparently a constant, which I don't like because I hate constants. But they're constantly constants. And the only thing is that the squares have to at least be more. Because if it isn't, what the hell? Let's see. Let's have it. Oh,
Where's the pivot?
for this case.
Pivot can only be. Yeah.
That's really it.
When you're checking pivots, check right columns, not rows. If we're not saying that. So yeah, if there's margin as in, let's just say, more than 1,000%. Or I should just say more than 100%. What can we use to that 8 so that we can add fractions to that?
Give it 8.
Yeah. You're adding 8 in this. There's no way that could be 16.
Oh wait, I just converted.
Because 16.
I just converted it.
Wait, you said 16 and a half?
Yes.
Is that improper fraction?
60 and a half is an improper fraction.
You never say mixed fractions. We'll never ever accept it.
So that'll be 99 over 6.
Yes. 99 over 6. That's not simplified. So never mind. There's a much easier way of doing it, but you missed it.
Oh, I could have just divided them into 2. But that was worth it. I don't know. But since I could have just had 99 over 6.
Yeah, you can simplify it there. What'd you get?
33 over 2.
Yep. Yes.
There we go. I am now
Yeah, the
gonna.
easier way is
So now I learned.
8
Since I know how to do this, I would drop out.
8 plus 17.
I am now confident enough to drop out.
No, you're not.
Because this is the thing. The dropping.
So, yeah. Now review any of this if you want to. Or you can just look more into, because I'm not a good explainer, so I can only show you a process. But if you want to further understand it, I would look into
Think about this. I need to think about this.
any YouTube video. I'm not limiting it to
No.
Khan Academy because
That would be 16 and a half.
16 and a half.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I want this to check. Last one I need to check.
Well, what can you do to that 8 so that it makes it easier for you? It's not 16 and a half. And it's off by a big margin.
0. I mean 1.
What else? Look, aren't there? What else?
So that means it has these 0s.
It's 0. Does that end up being 0? 3 minus this somehow ends up being that.
So 30.
What's the operation again? You're looking, the thing I'm asking every time all revolves around this. You're looking elsewhere right now. And you are going from here to here, and you repeat 2 other times. Look at this. Good. Here. 8 minus what?
3 that.
3, what do you mean by 3 that? I don't understand that.
3 multiplied by negative 17 over
Yes.
negative 6.
What does that equal? Do it as an improper fraction. Do the others. Yeah, I don't really care if it's an improper fraction.
It's gonna have to be negative 51 or whatever.
Where C is some number.
That's real.
Yeah. So let's just start by that. Anything we can do, change a line to make it 0? What number can we subtract from 3 for it to be 0? Or what number can we add or subtract by 3 so it's 0?
3 and negative 3.
3 and negative 3. Okay. Can we somehow make that bottom number a negative 3 maybe? Are we able to do that?
Potentially, yes.
How can we turn this into a negative 3?
By either subtracting it by 4 or adding it by negative 4.
But if we multiply by 4, if we multiply it by 4, meaning if we multiply it by 4, there's going to be some fraction over here, and there's going to be a 4. How can we turn that into 0 now? Do we do anything there, or do we make it harder? Remember that whatever you do to a line is the line you're going to have in the next step.
So you practically just steps back.
Yes, you actually went backwards. So we're not going to do that. Invalid. Let's try again. Can we multiply this by any number where this number will end up being 0? Can we multiply this by any number where when you add or subtract this number with whatever this number is, it's going to be 0? So what I'm suggesting is these two possibilities.
0.
Is this the same thing as this?
No.
So you see why it's invalidated? So we can't multiply that by 0. So we can't scale by anything. Can we agree? 3 multiplied cannot be multiplied or divided by anything to equal 0. Anything that you can multiply that so that's 0? That is not 0?
Well, to literally get a constant that's above 0.
We only care about 0. We only care about getting that number to equal 0.
Plus equals 0. No, you cannot.
Okay. Good. So we can't plainly add or subtract, and we can't just scale it. What's the last rule?
Eat it.
An industry jumping right in.
Absolutely.
We put all this together.
Look like organic. Yeah, in a way it is.
There's a way we can write all of this in unison.
Our educational system for so
Where
long that they
you have a
an
matrix.
army of useful idiots, like those you showed earlier. And this
Actually,
time is
it's
a little
easier.
different. This
I know I've been
time,
erasing a lot of
what we
these.
see in the
But-
Minneapolis is almost like a CCP's death squad.
Let's just do
Those
this.
people like